Ladies and gentlemen of the VC, my name is Tone Scott, and welcome to my very first video as a participating member of the vinyl community here on YouTube. I've been what I would call a silent member of the VC for, I don't know, about 5 years or so, and I comment on videos, I follow, I subscribe, and I participate that way. But I have yet to begin to participate in way of making videos. I've been gently nudged and urged on and encouraged by a couple well-established vinyl community members who have, kept telling me, Tone, you got to make a video. So here I am. I've actually already made a few attempts at a video, and unfortunately they were just a bit too long. And because I don't have 100 subscribers on this channel yet, YouTube is limiting me to 15 minutes. So I do want to show you some records, and I didn't want to start nitpicking through my collection because when I thought about it, I figured, you know what, I'm going to start and then I'm not going to know when to stop. So what I did was I grabbed some records that were up against the wall, that are in my basically listening rotation over the past 2 or 3 weeks that I haven't put back yet. So I just grabbed all of those, and I figured what it would do is just at least give you some inclination of who I am as a collector. It won't encompass in totality who I am as a record collector and a music lover, but it should give you some idea. And then in future videos, if there's any, which I'm sure there will be, you'll learn more about me, hopefully. So before I get started doing that, what I wanted to do was I wanted to just thank a few people. People who I follow, people who I subscribe to, and I have been for a while. These people, I don't just follow anybody or subscribe to anybody's channel. I subscribe to those who I feel feed me as a collector or give me something that is a piece of the puzzle to who I am as a collector. And so in doing that, when I encompass all of you together, it's like a reflection of who I am as a collector, if that makes any sense. So I just want to thank you guys for that. You guys have been a huge inspiration to me, whether you know it or not, whether I've been following you for 5 years or for 5 months. So I want to thank Ben Costello, Fred at Big Star 1000, Anthony Campoloni, Curtis Linder, Mark and John at Dr. Rhythm, Teddy at Eat Sleep Vinyl, Mark at Echo Voice 17, Steve Flipside CT, Bill Helmet Diggy, James Buttery, Jeff Party, Gil at King's Drummer, Jim and Mrs. Jim at Memphis Jim, Memphis Vinyl Jim and the Misses, Brandon and Mr. Hall of Fame, Karsten at My Analog Corner, David Michael, Naz Nomad, Kieran at Needle Groove, Nico at Nico Malcolm, Rob Paneeks, Michael Poetry on Plastic, Steve Psych in the Valleys, Uncle Rotus at Rotus 1000, Roger Coleman, Ben at Ryan Rocks 84, Scott Waters, David at Sequoia Flame, Stavros at Spinning Greek, Ron at the Hog's Ear Report, Miko at the Vinyl Corner in Finland. What's up, Miko? Tim Allen, Jay at Vinyl in the Van, Vinyl Richie, Paul at X Junkie NL, Zach at Zeke the Vinyl Geek. That's my boy. Diana at Digging in the Crate, and yeah, all of you guys make up or are a reflection of who I am collectively as a collector and a music lover. So thank you guys for being an inspiration. I want to mention the last two people who are like brothers to me, who have been the biggest inspiration and have become real friends. First of all, Paul Wester, who most of you know as Baraka P-Dub, and also Mr. Ian Lee at High Vinyl News. And if you guys are if any of you are into or are a believer of high-end audio, or just simply love to see incredible record stores throughout Japan and Singapore, you'll know Ian. And of course everybody knows Paul. So Baraka P-Dub and High Vinyl News. Thank you guys. I love you guys. You're like brothers to me, and I just thank you for your encouragement. Okay, let's look at some records real quick because probably not going to have enough time. I'm just going to speed through these. I'm not going to be descriptive because of the time limit. And I'll expound on these in later videos. So really quickly, Alicia Keys, As I Am. If you don't have any Alicia Keys albums, this is the one to get, period, hands down. The Harvey Avern Dozen, Viva Soul. This is an original on Atlantic. Incredible. I haven't seen this one shown in the VC yet. And listen, if I say I haven't seen it shown, it doesn't mean I haven't seen, or it doesn't mean that it hasn't been shown. It just means that I myself have missed it, and I haven't seen it. So I don't want that comment to offend anybody at all. But I have not seen anybody show this one. Viva Soul, Harvey Avern Dozen. This is Ology by Gallant. And I'll talk about this artist in a future video. Incredible artist. I'm a huge soundtrack and library music fan, and Stanley Myers is one of my favorites. I have a lot of Stanley Myers music, but this is my favorite, and I haven't seen this one either. This is Images. It's a library record out of the UK, and it's on DeWolf Records. The entire compilation is comprised of Stanley Myers compositions. Incredible. Images. Best, or one of the top 3 best live albums of all time, very seriously, Erykah Badu Live. And if you have not listened to Erykah Badu Live, you need to get it and wrap your head around it. Finding the CD is going to be much easier. Finding the vinyl, which was pressed in limited numbers in the late 90s, very hard, and if you do find one, it will cost you. X, Wild Gift. 4 Movements for a Five-Toed Dragon, and the album is Tone Roads to Hong Kong 76. Incredible record. I haven't seen anybody show this one either. The Jesus and Mary Chain. Phenomenal EP, 4-song EP, Some Candy Talking, and this has got the slower, more dream poppy version of that song. Osibisa, Fapardokli, and this is the very first original reissue of this, early 80s, I think 1980. I've seen one other reissue on the VC, and it was a later pressing than this, but this is the first reissue, and it's a great record. Fapardokli. Cocteau Twins. This is the Akia Guinea EP, also with the song Rococo on it. In my opinion, hands down best Cocteau Twins song ever, and this is a great EP. Barefoot Boy, Larry Coryell. Rest in peace, Larry Coryell. Incredible record. I think I've seen one person show it. It's on Flying Dutchman. And yeah, this is Larry Coryell on crack and LSD at the same time. James Blood Ulmer, Odyssey. And this is a double LP release, mastered at 45 RPM. Phenomenal sounding record. I don't know how many of you are familiar with James Blood Ulmer, but incredible artist. The Laws, of course, with the original version of There She Goes. Phenomenal record. This is a UK pressing original. Willie Bobo, Evil Ways. And this is an original on Verve. Incredible rendition of Evil Ways, of course, Santana song. And also he does a copy of Hurt So Bad and Knock on Wood. Just phenomenal Latin soul record slash jazz from the late 60s. Willie Bobo, Evil Ways. This is my only Actuel album, and this is Anthony Braxton, Actuel 15. Would love to get the entire series. I just hasn't been a focus, but I think I'm going to start making it a focus. Anthony has one more Actuel in this, one more album in the Actuel series. And I think it's a later 30s, but this is the one I have, Actuel 15, Anthony Braxton. Weird record. Kind of balances out midway through, but you know, all the Actuels are kind of strange. Incredible krautrock album, Flame Dream. I haven't seen this one shown in the VC either. Out in the Dark is the name of the album, and it's great musicianship, incredible musicianship. Vocally is acquired taste, but if you can get past the vocals, you'll love this record. Out in the Dark, Flame Dream. Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings give the people what they want, mono pressing. Chick Corea, Inner Space. Not my favorite Chick Corea, but pretty darn close. Dada, original pressing on Atco, and of course this is with Elkie Brooks on vocals. Phenomenal record. I don't think I've seen this one shown either. I may have, but I'm not recalling. So, great record, Dada. Spoonie G, I'm a huge fan of classic hip hop. This is an original on Tough City Records, 1987 pressing, the godfather of rap, Spoonie G. Ben Costello, you probably like that one, if you don't already have it. World Class Wrecking Crew, of course, with their hit Turn Off the Lights. This is an original on Macola, and if you aren't familiar with this record, you'll know this guy right here. It's Mr. Dr. Dre. And of course, this is the group that he left to start NWA with Ice Cube and Eazy-E. Then play on Fleetwood Mac. This is, of course, Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. And the reason why I gravitated to this pressing, this is a 1972 or 73 reissue. It's the first pressing that included the song Oh Well. And if you don't know that song, I'll leave a link below. Incredible, incredible song. Okay, just a few grails are left here. I picked a few grails just to show you. This first one you probably won't think would be a grail, but it's actually not a very common album or an easy album to find. The single you can find all day, but the album's much more difficult. This is Wovoka, Redbone. And I try to limit myself when looking for grails to finding them in the wild. So it took me a while to get this. I've even seen the album cover by itself without the vinyl online for about 40 or 50 bucks. It's ridiculous, but it's not that easy of an album to find. Also, I have not seen this on the VC. This is an original on Fania. It's Ralphie Pagan, and this is With Love. This is the album, his debut, that has the cover of Make It With You. Of course, the David Gates and Bread song. Ridiculous album, incredible. And if you can find an original, it will cost you, but well worth it. Last but not least, this is Joe Bataan, on another original on Fania. And I have not seen this one shown in the VC either. This is the stereo pressing. Great record. Not an easy one to find, especially in even halfway decent condition. And if you do find one, it will cost you as well. But again, very well worth it. On this particular album, I feel that the mono mastering is a better offering. And so I have the mono copy as well, which was a harder find, but great record. And so, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to thank you guys. I hope we made the time limit. I want to show this really quickly. This is for Amorous Mari Marsbar. And this is Bullfrogs and Butterflies. Yes. Awesome record. And she'll know why I showed that. So thank you guys very much. I look forward to another one. I hope you would like and subscribe. Help me get to that 100 subscriber mark. Not because I care about upping my subscription count, but because I would really like to start making a little bit longer videos. So would love to have you guys like and subscribe. Thank you again. God bless you, and hope to talk to you soon.